Sabah everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to customize our brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max. I have a few cases here made specifically for this device by either VRSDesign, ArmadilloTek, or even Olixar. One of these cases even has a pocket for a multi-purpose tool that you can use with your brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is TK, let's check them out. We have cases again, as I mentioned to you guys. Most of the ones in the black boxes are going to be from VRSDesign. The ones that say Olixar are right there. Those are mostly the ones on the right. And we have just one here from Armadillo Tech. We'll start off real quick with the VRSDesign, jumping over to the Olixar, and then of course at the end, close it out with the Armadillo Tech. So here we are, brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max. We're going to start off from the left, going all around. So the first one that we have here is called the Single Fit. This is a single piece TPU case. Again, made by VRSDesign. It has their logo here, a button for the screen on, screen off, and of course everything else just basically should be pretty easy. Simple, easy, you put it on. Let's go ahead and turn off the display. The camera module is actually very nicely pressed, and it also actually does provide protection for it in case you put it on the table so it doesn't actually sit on it. The speakers are open, the lightning port of course, as well as the the notification toggle here, and of course all the other areas are open, so your microphone and everything is done here correctly. Last but not least, I always like to check and make sure that the wireless charging does work, and as you can imagine, this one should be perfectly fine with wireless charging. Actually, it does show the little lightning right there. So great, very simple. Again, this is called the Single Fit. Very simple and very easy case to be able to use with your brand new iPhone 11. Now keep in mind, they do have this for other sizes as well as the 11 and the 11 Pro, so not just the 11 Pro Max that we have right here. The second one we'll go into is the Crystal Mix. This is a nice one if you want to be able to see what your device is, and personally my favorite one so far. I've been using this for the last week and a half. Go ahead and pop it in on the sides, provides perfect protection, raises the display a little bit on the side, as well as the fact that the camera modules of course are also raised off the ground, and there's no chance for them basically sitting on the table. Access to the toggle, the screen on off button, as well as the actual speakers. Everything else is pretty much the same, and we do have some holes here, mostly to prevent any kind of moisture from building up on side. Let's go ahead and double check here one more time. And of course, wireless charging, no issue, very nice. Again, this is by far one of the best ones of all the ones that we have here, mostly from VRS, because you can actually see the design that you have on your device. And of course, it's very, very nice and very sturdy. Last but not least, well, not last really, next on the list is, this one's called the Genuine Leather Navy Color. And what this entails essentially is a 3-pocket credit card holder on the left with currency pocket on the side, but it also provides a nice solid plastic case here to be able to put your device. So when you slide it in, it actually sits there and there's no chance for it to come out. Again, 1 pocket for currency, 2 pockets for currency, paper currency, and of course 3 credit cards or an ID. You can close it, you have an earpiece here to be able to receive and of course talk on your phone since your microphone is present on the bottom. Now you don't have access to the buttons, but as you could hear here, you can actually still access them. And of course, you can basically turn it on and turn it off. You can hold it in this position, and of course, even hold it in more of a hammock position in case you want to be able to watch movies or something like that. It does get a little bit thicker, unfortunately, when you do start putting credit cards in there, so just be aware of that. Of course, wireless charging. As you heard, it does actually charge. Should not be an issue. It's not thick enough for it to actually stop the wireless, transmission to work from there. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, the next few cases are intended to be glide cases. Now, these 2 cases at least, and I'll show what I mean. So first and foremost, we have a black one here with a nice little black marble. It does slide on the side. You can see the mechanism on the inside. Essentially, it's a case that holds 2 credit cards or an ID and a credit card on the back of your device. It is slightly raised, so you notice there will be a little bit of a bump on the back. Now, they have a few colors here. They have this black one on marble. There's a white one on marble. Same technical design. And it is actually pretty simple, honestly. You just like this, and you can basically put your cards in there. The main benefit, of course, here is that you're able to actually customize it to your liking. The reason why I share that is because they also have this design, which is a see-through blue and red. Same thing. And this one is more of a black casing. And then we go ahead and put this on. And of course, same protection, raises the display slightly off. The camera modules are not as protected, but because of the bump on the back, this actually never sits on the table, so that's protected there. And of course, here. Now, this one unfortunately does stop wireless charging, and what I mean by that is when you put it on the actual wireless charger, it won't work, and when you obviously have credit cards in there, that's going to block even more. So just be aware, this type of cases, although stylish, unfortunately does block wireless charging. The last one they have there is Now the last one they have here is a similar case to this design, but it does not actually have a slide. The back is mostly just a placement there. And this one's almost kind of a sandstone feel to it. Kind of like the OnePlus cases if you've seen anybody with a OnePlus device. Similar mechanism here. It does provide us a little bit of a raised section here for the actual camera module because of that little extra piece there. A button here obviously to turn on and off the display. Everything is pretty much the same. Now this one though will work with wireless charging because there is no gap, there's no issue there, and there's no place for us to put anything to block the signal. So definitely very nice. This is pretty much all of the cases that we have here from VRSDesign. Again, I'll give you guys a link to all of these cases in the description below. Last but not least, I'll do the black one here, the black marble one. Again, looks absolutely fantastic. Opens, closes very easy, and it really doesn't add that much thickness to your device, but you know, you have to be aware that it's great. It's just, you don't have to take your wallet with you. Now, next on the list are all the cases that we got from Olixar, and we're gonna again start the same pattern. We'll start from the left going all the way to the top. The first one here we have is the Olixar Canvas iPhone 11 Pro Max wallet case. Similar to the one we saw before, the only difference here, this is a soft plastic. We do have a place of basically putting one credit card in here. Let's go ahead and make sure to open it. So you have one card in here, and it does actually offer us the ability of actually making it into a tent the same way. Putting it in should be pretty simple. Now, none of the buttons are exposed, but we do have a space here for a lanyard. Of course, everything else is covered correctly. And then, of course, when we close it, this actually does kind of sit correctly. On the back, we have that slightly raised gap here to cover the actual lenses or the optics. Of course, everything else is open. Let's double check wireless charging. This should be pretty easy. We'll go ahead and open it up. And of course, sure enough, it does actually work, as this is actually not that thick. But the main benefit, of course, is the ability of actually holding it like this. So you can actually hold it, put it down, and then position it in an angle to be able to watch basically movies or anything like that, and then enjoy your content. Enjoying, of course, these stereo speakers that we have here. Moving on to something a little bit more rugged. On the next here on the block is the Delta Armor protective case for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Again, should be available for the iPhone 11 as well as the 11 Pro. Now this one is a little bit more ruggedized, a little bit thicker. We have some carbon fiber here on the top and bottom. Of course, the optics are protected. There's a raised lip here for the display. And of course, on the bottom, we do have a cover for the lightning port, so in case you don't want to have it open, but the speaker ports are open. Now, this does not provide more protection from water, mostly from drop protection. Let's go and double check here. And of course, wireless charging should be perfectly fine with this. I like this case mostly because of the design. It does have basically some nice big buttons here on both the right and on the left, and it also has the word power here sitting there. So definitely one of my favorite ones that you can definitely check out there. Again, the link for that will be in the description. The next one on the list is the genuine leather case. This is again made by Olixar. Now this one has a nice little opening at the bottom, but the entire material on the back is leather covered. So this is really a kind of like a TPU case covered in leather. And of course you have to just insert it correctly, so you just slide in on the side. And it does have a nice little snug fit. The case itself is very nice, made out of leather. We have some buttons here obviously to interface with the volume. And last but not least, of course, wireless charging. It works perfectly. Again, this is a leather. This one is called the Olixar Genuine Leather iPhone 11 Pro Max case. And they do have one made specifically for the 11 and the 11 Pro. The next one that we have here is a nice little combo. They provide us a case that's a nice TPU case. It also has some carbon fiber on the top and the bottom for better grip, similar to the one we have here. But this also comes with a glass screen protector that you can also use for your device. It's very nice, very simple installation. The main thing is that it does have a black ring all around it just to provide you kind of an easy leverage, and you can install it. This is a great combo. Go ahead and turn on the camera. It's a great combo when you want to get a case and a screen protector at the same time. And it comes together as a part of one combo. This is called the Sentinel, the case and glass screen protector combo from Olixar for your brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max. Of course, we want to go ahead and double check. Wireless charging, no question about that. Again, most thin cases should not have any problems with wireless charging. Now, I'm going to save this one for the last part here, and I'm going to show you guys this one. Now, this one is actually a soft silicone case with a nice soft fabric on the inside, similar to the leather one that we saw before, with the exception of no leather. So nice, soft material, basically protection for the optics, and of course, slight raised here for the display so that you don't put it straight on a table, and open at the bottom. Should not have any issues with wireless charging. It actually does have a nice little aesthetics, and it kind of works great with this green color that we have. Again, depending on your color, this may look a little bit different on your device. And of course, right before the last thing here, we have another genuine leather case that is actually also provided by Olixar. Now this one has a lot of pockets. Let's go and put the device in. And as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets and 5 pockets. So paper currency on the inside, 4 credit cards or an ID. And of course this closes, and it does actually have a magnet on this one. So this one's a little bit thicker, but as you see here, it leaves a little bit of room for when we start having credit cards in there. Now as far as wireless charging, let's double check. No problem at all. And again, this one's made, and it feels like it's made out of genuine leather, so which is really, really nice. If you're looking for some really high quality wallet style cases, this is going to be a great option. And of course, it provides you great protection. We have also this other case here that's leather, but this one's more leather covered. This one's actually made out of leather, so it's definitely very, very nice. Again, all made by Olixar, and of course we have that nice little tilt, and you're able to basically tilt your device to be able to enjoy content on it at any time from the stereo speakers. Now the last one I wanted to share with you guys was this case. This case comes with a multi-purpose tool. This is called the X Ranger case. The reason behind that is this little flap at the bottom includes this multi-purpose tool. And when I say multi-purpose, I really do. We're talking about bottle can opener, measure, a little bit of like a sharp area where you'll be able to cut things, a whole bunch of different things, and they explain to you what they are. But it actually fits very nicely behind the actual iPhone. So you can actually put your phone here. Let's close the actual camera. And the case itself is a little bit thicker. I just want to mention that. Access to everything is pretty much the same, although I'm pretty sure, I want to say wireless charging may be affected here because of the fact that we have that nice metal multi-purpose tool that's sitting in there, as well as it creates a gap. Very nice, very simple, easy again to access. You just pull it out from there, and then of course when you're done with it, put it back in. Make sure it goes all the way, otherwise the port doesn't close, and then close it right there. Now for the last case on the entire list, I know I've covered a lot of cases for you guys. Now this one's made from ArmadilloTek. This is kind of an all-encompassing case, meaning we actually insert the entire device inside. It does include a protector on the front, so you basically do get a cover for it. Sorry for the little sound there. And then of course you need to separate the one on the inside. And of course at that point now we have nice little coverage for the front. You do need to insert your device into the top piece first. So you insert it in the outer piece first, then you slide it into the actual casing itself. It will cover your entire phone. I guess I should do the bottom part first since it does have that insert. And of course, just dive in and get it covered every single area. And then you'll notice right there now, it's actually pretty ruggedized and very nice. And I've seen actually some videos of some people doing some drop tests with this. Unfortunately, I can't risk it with mine, but I could definitely see that it actually does have a lot of protection. We also have a nice little kickstand for being able to basically set it up either sideways or basically, you know, horizontal or vertical. Let's double check wireless charging. Should not be an issue. Of course not, it does work. So I hope you guys found something that interests you or something that you liked out of all the cases that I shared with you today. I realize there's a lot of cases here. We have 3 different manufacturers, a lot of different options between leather, functional, full protection, full body protection, as well as just basically nice and slim leather options, as well as actually options to use when you just don't want to have a credit card and an ID just basically extra with you. You could just put that inside of the phone and pretty much just have your phone and everything working there. As I showed you guys, not all cases will have wireless charging, so just be aware of the ones that you do pick out if they do or do not support that. But every single one of them does provide protection for the optics on the back as well as the display on the front. And of course, that one little combo that we saw from Olixar where it provides you basically a glass screen protector as well as a case in the same combo. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much to all of the companies that shared with us some of these cases, so I'm able to actually share those with you. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video.